Yeah, it's your man DJ Cavem, representing motivation. Yo, we live and direct right here in Swansea, 5 Points area, east side. All my people on a conscious level, we growing food for you. Let me tell you how we gonna do it. Yo, I got a job with some teens, teaching hip-hop history and how to grow greens. Hard skills, big wheels, and it's the real deal. Green jobs, green thumbs up in the green field. And ain't nobody be teaching my class, and I got the lifelong lessons, don't let your life pass. I got some knowledge on my mind, in divine, stay divine, in the past time, spit rhyme. What's sustainable, kid, don't assume. Just break it down, see me in the teacher's lounge. What's sustainable, kid, don't assume. Just break it down, see me in the teacher's lounge. How to write rhymes, how to grow food, what you learn. How to meditate, how to fight with tools, what you learn. To unite, how to rep crew, why? How to give back, how to pay dues. Green is the reason for life. Green is the reason for life, that's why we live right. Green is the reason for life. Green is the reason for life, that's why I eat right.
Right, I'm so green, my quotes bring MOP to flow clean, provoking the whole scene to grow beans, protein with no strings and no things encroaching. You're folksing, we blow steam from smoke screen, poets sing and folks scream, and we're chasing new treasures, based in true pleasures, digging oases in food deserts, and throwing block parties. No more Pop-Tarts, reclaiming boxcars, mobile homes and stockyards. We got sparks and motivation to reshape again obsolete structures. DJ Cavem in, so green, but I'm not new to this thing. Since forever we've been reveling in beautiful dreams. So green, but I'm not new to this team. Since forever we've been reveling in beautiful dreams.
That's why green is the reason for life. Green is the reason for life. That's why we eat right. Green is the reason for life. Green is the reason for life. That's why you live right. Green is the reason for life. Life. What? You feel it?
Okay, tell them about what this is right here.
We live and direct. This is the Swansea Growhaus in the 5 Points area, east side, Denver.
That's not a dispensary.
Straight up, yo, we growing food, aquaponics, tilapia, fresh fruits and vegetables for my brothers and sisters. We getting organized in a cooperative. Guarantee it's the cooperative economics, the community market. You know how we do it, straight up.
We'll take a step inside.
Yeah, let's do it. Let me show you where we at, man. So it's been a long time coming, but we got food for the brothers and sisters. Alright, so what this is the Growhaus. We live and direct for brothers and sisters to know we are growing food for the community who can't afford it. If you can't afford fresh fruits and veggies, you know what I'm saying? If you can't afford to go to Whole Foods or spend your whole paycheck to buy organic fruits and vegetables, you should probably be growing your own stuff. And if you're not growing your own stuff, then you probably should organize with somebody who got a community garden, and you can get down with them and get the fresh organic veggies so you know what's really going on. Because if you ain't eating right, you ain't living right. You know what I'm saying? And if you can't do yoga, you can't survive. You got to be able to move your body. You know what I'm saying? So this is where we at. We're going to be growing food all through here. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Boom. Yeah, it's hot up in there. Imagine this in the next couple months, full of food, serious up in there. How you feel about it?
This gets me very excited. This is lawns in the restaurants. This is food in our lawns. I guess it's not quite that, but what this really is this is the community getting together to grow food. The most important resource we have. We need to all invest.
True indeed. So, I work for an organization along with the Growhaus called Blue and Yellow Logic, which basically brings together all kind of people to basically talk about sustainability and how we can not really go green in the term, but really take on indigenous practices. You know, recycling, composting, eating healthy, you know, just the natural forms of what we know, which is right. So, in this area right here, this is going to be mostly aquaponic tanks. And what they look like is fish, a fish tank at the bottom, right? So the fish tank at the bottom, it will basically have all the room it needs to cultivate all the natural properties that the fish poop and the fish eat and all that, which will basically strain through the water through a tube that has a top layer on top of it, which is a bed of vegetables. Either you can have like lava rocks or certain types of topsoil to be able to strain the roots. And as it soils down, you can see all that nutrients goes right back into the roots, which is dangling in the water where the fish live. So it's a recycled property, especially for people trying to get the water conservation on. This is exactly how you can maintain your area without having to use so much water to grow a lot of food, you know what I mean? So conscious levels is right there. The bed of worms is already being put up.
Let's go take a look at the worms real quick.
Straight up.
Now, was this inspired at all by Growing Power and Will Allen?
Man, Will Allen is the man. That man puts on style for real, like he's feeding the community. All right. He has a giant farm where he's organizing and trying to teach people about how to use the worms to communicate. Like, look, here's some of them right here, man. There's some more worms right there, you know. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful friends of ours cultivating, and they're making food. They are a major part of making the food. They make the soil right for all of us to use, you know what I'm saying? So thank you, worms.
Thank you, worms.
Thank you, worms.
Thank you, DJ Cavem, IETEF VITA, Motivation Crew, Growhaus, Blue and Yellow Logic. Represents everything you could possibly think of.
True indeed.
And
get at me if you really want to holler at me. There's a new album that's going to drop on iTunes. It's a mixtape of all of the stuff I've been putting together. It's called Going Green, Living Bling. Hopefully you can find that out. iTunes, April. Holla at your man's. Motivation, peace and blessings. Fight with tools, not with your jewels.